Subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to get all the latest updates.
A grotesque custodial death in Tamil Nadu has sparked outrage across the country. Many are calling this India's own George Floyd moment, and now it's incumbent upon celebrities who took a position on what happened in the United States of America to stand up and take a position on what's happening right here in our own backyard. We're talking about a father and son who have been allegedly sodomized while in police custody. And what was their crime? Their only crime was that they did not shut down their shop. There were small traders who sold mobile phones. They did not shut down their shop at the exact minute that they were meant to. They took about 15 minutes more. This lockdown was never meant to be a police-driven curfew. It was meant to be a citizen-led initiative to keep ourselves safe. And in any case, there are far too many discrepancies in all the accounts that have emerged from Tamil Nadu. And all of us need to be shining a light on this dark episode that has taken place in the name of enforcing the law, ironically. Now, one of the people who actually shone a light on this issue, who brought it to national attention, was radio jockey Suchi or Suchitra. And I saw her video. Her video has more than 11 million views on Instagram. She is literally single-handedly responsible for putting this story on the national map. And shame on us journalists that we didn't wake up to it ourselves. Suchi, thank you. And I want to start by asking you, what moved you, or what brought the story of what happened to Jairaj and Benix? I think his name is Benix, so everybody's calling him Phoenix for some reason. His name is Benix. We're not even calling him by his right name.
Actually, Barkha, his name is Phoenix. Phoenix like the bird.
It is Phoenix. There's a lot of confusion over whether it's Phoenix or
So
Benix.
the way Phoenix is written in Tamil is fa becomes a ba.
I see.
So आप पढ़ोगे तो it sounds like Benix.
Okay,
But
I
it's
see.
named Phoenix, which is F-E-N-I-X. Of course, they've given it a different spelling, but I've spoken to the family, and the idea is that it's like
Okay.
the bird.
I'm glad we now know that for sure. So Jairaj and Phoenix, the father and son. Suchi, tell me, what about this case made you do that video? What it's grotesque, but the details have really only emerged from the video you did. So start a little bit about how it caught your attention.
Because it was a no-brainer case, Barkha. There was 100% a sea of evidence, plethora of evidence pointing towards every single thing that the family is claiming that happened, including a couple of things that I would like to point out in your perception of what happened. We have at least 12 to 14 shopkeepers who will testify that the police came to their store at 7:30 in the evening, half an hour before the lockdown was supposed to end. Sorry, the curfew was supposed to end.
Okay.
So they had not broken the curfew, which is a fact. We know that for a fact now, because there are 100 eyewitnesses who are willing to testify today.
So you're saying even that theoretical reason was false.
Yeah, that was false. And we have very, very solid proof, with a lot of people going ahead to say that this was a personal vengeance taken by the cops, because the real story, the way it goes is that the cop tried to go to Phoenix's shop to pick up a mobile phone on an EMI, and traders in that area do not give anything to cops on EMI, because the cops don't repay the EMI, and it's taken as acha chalo, you've anyway given me the phone, so I get to keep it. And Phoenix denied, he refused to give the inspector a phone, and a little skirmish began at that point, because repeatedly, while they were being beaten up, the police kept saying the words, "How dare you speak back to us?" At least 100 times. எதிர்த்து பேசுறியா, police பார்த்து எதிர்த்து பேசுறியா was told many times, over and over, while the beatings were being administered.
And what happens after that? Because the accounts that we've read, and the fact is that this detail is important to tell. We could gloss over this and say it's too graphic, but I disagree with that. I think we need to know what happened, and it's there in your video, and I'll ask you to go through it. But broadly, we have an allegation of sodomy. We have the lawyer.
It wasn't sodomy, Barkha. It was an attempt to shame. in South India, shame is a big thing. It's a big, big thing. This entire the series of tortures inflicted on these human beings had one very, very clear objective: shame. Inflict as much shame and humiliation on this father-son duo as possible. Strip them both in front of each other and in front of their family. Whack them on their butts while the entire family is watching. Take them to a place without CCTV cameras, and in front of each other, insert lathis up their asses, and also mutilate their genitals, which happened at a much later stage, and the belief is that they have bled to death because of that particular act which happened towards the end.
And one of the lawyers has come on record to say that he kept trying to provide a change of clothes, but the rectum bleeding was so acute that even providing lungi after lungi did not.
Sets of clothes were exchanged with
How
the
many?
family.
How many?
3 sets of lungis were exchanged with the family. Every time the lungi would come back blood soaked and they would demand a fresh set of clothes. The police refused to take them to the hospital in a police jeep because they were bleeding so profusely they didn't want the jeep. So the family's friends were enlisted in helping out the police to take even these people to the doctor. They didn't even do it themselves. And Barkha, this is so crazy that it was not 4 policemen who beat them up. It's not the 4 guys who got suspended. It was 17 to 18 policemen who repeatedly took turns in beating these people up in a systematic manner. They would go home, have their breakfast, wish their family goodbye, come back and drive sticks up their anuses. They would do this for 4 days, repeatedly taking turns.